So today we discuss why Saudi Arabia is waging diplomatic war on Canada. So it is an important topic. So recently it's happened. So Saudi Arabia is waging diplomatic wars on Canada. So here, first of all, we understand the Saudi Arabia and Canada are fighting nasty war in words of Twitter. On Twitter, okay. So there also now it's war between in the between the two countries, Saudi Arabia and Canada. So where it is happening, it is in on Twitter. Twitter, okay. So Twitter is a social media platform. So there you can see okay, that it has now escalated into a full on diplomatic crisis. Now here you can see, and he is an prominent person, Canadian leader, okay, and it is an Donald Trump, okay, American president, and it is Canada, okay, Canada's map it is. So here you can see map of Canada. So here its border touches with USA. Here you can see. Okay, here you got Ottawa, and here is some of the important lakes you can see, and some of the others rivers, and here you can see this country like Greenland. It is okay. So it is its parts. Its parts. This parts come under America, USA. So here you can see it is Canada. All about Canada here. Okay. So next it is it is Saudi Arabia. Okay, Saudi Arabia and Canada. Here you can see the diplomatic crisis. Okay, so Saudi Arabia, its border touches here you can see UAE, okay, Oman, Yemen, and other sub countries like Iraq and other countries like Syria and some of the seas here, Red Sea, okay, and Persian Gulf here you can see Qatar here, important country, and Kuwait, small country, and Iran, Iraq. Okay, so here mainly here it is mainly I think it's from Saudi Arabia's development region. So it is Saudi Arabia's Saudi Arabia's religion place, most famous religion place it is. And here you can see Saudi Arabia mainly a Muslim country. Okay, here the ruler's name is Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Okay, so his name is Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. So here their dress you can see. Okay, here Donald Trump and their prominent person. So here it is it is mainly the development city of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's development city it is, and there it is mainly you can see here their culture and tradition. Saudi Arabia's population here you see. In Saudi Arabia's current population, okay, it is mainly 3 crore, 3.36 lakh. Okay, mainly 3 crore 36 lakhs population. Okay, so latest data, okay, latest data, and Saudi Arabia's population is estimated 0.44%. Okay, of the total world population. Saudi Arabia ranks number 41 in terms of population. List of countries. Okay, list of 41 countries. Well, list. Okay, it's counted for it's rank 41. Okay, so Saudi Arabia is rank 41. Okay, and dependent by population. Okay, and Saudi Arabia's density of population it is 16 per square kilometer and 40 per square per mile. Okay, 40 per mile square. It is the total land area. Here you can see total land area. Okay, if you see here is square miles, it's like 30,000 square miles. Okay, and 70.4% population is in urban. There's live in urban. Okay, like 2 crore people, 2.5 crore people. Okay, so here is the medium age of population is 32.2 years of age. Here you can see that data. So here is sex structure here male and female. Okay, so here you can see in this region mainly young age population. Okay, and here old population it is, and here newborn population of region. Okay, so Saudi Arabian economy is projected to expand again in 2018 with 1.8%. Okay, in 2018. Okay, its economic growth is 1.8% in GDP. And if you see it's Saudi Arabia's GDP growth is now it is increased slowly. Quarter 4 of 2016, but now it is growing. Okay, so here you can see in the fastest here if you see in 2014 time, its growth rate is very high because oil prices now this time increase very rapidly. Okay, after slowdown and its economy growth slowly. So growth very we can say decreases with time here because oil price is not very high. So here you can see Saudi Arabia's GDP growth rate. Okay, so Saudi Arabia's growth rate here you can see IMF estimates and Oxfam Econ. Okay, here 2.4. Okay, here if you see in 2017 it is 2.4. So here is 2.4 for Oxfam economy and IMF estimates 1.9%, and S&P okay declares 2% growth. So here next, okay, here another 40% of GDP comes from private sector in Saudi Arabia, and estimated 5 million foreigners okay works illegally in Saudi Arabia. Okay, 7.5 million lakhs, okay, 75 lakhs people okay works in Saudi Arabia. Is very high. Okay, and if you see here the Saudi Arabia is the largest Saudi Arabia's economy the largest in the Arab world. Saudi Arabia has world's second largest proven petroleum reserves, second largest petroleum reserves, and the country is the largest exporter of petroleum. It has also mainly fifth largest proven natural gas reserves. Okay, here you can see it has also fifth largest proven natural gas reserve. Important it is. Saudi Arabia is considered an energy superpower. It is the third highest total estimates value of natural resources. Values are at USD 34.4 trillion in 2016 in terms of natural resources. Here, if you see here you can see Saudi Arabia's GDP growth rate. Okay, Saudi Arabia's GDP growth rate here you can see increase slowly. Okay, here is 683.83 billion. Okay, it is. So here you can see Saudi Arabia's total population 31.7 million, and GDP here is 640 billion, and FDI in inward stocks 224 USD billion, and population growth rate 2.5% here you can see. So here you can see Saudi Arabia mainly dependent on oil. Okay, their main economy mainly dependent on oil sector. Okay, here it is mainly pumping system. Okay, oil pumping system it is. So you can see needs. Okay, so here mainly oil stored on the barrel. Okay, so okay, and you can see. So next you can see in Saudi Arabia and Canada expand in under 600 words. Okay, so Saudi Arabia and Canada's fight start. Okay, so it is mainly Twitter, social media platform. You can see it is the fight come from. Okay, so you can see it is mainly the two countries leader. It is his crown prince. Okay, Prince Salman. Okay, Saudi Arabia's leader, and his Canada's leader, Justin Trudeau. Okay, Saudi Arabia and Canada are in the middle of the diplomatic crisis. For a middle of diplomatic crisis. In the past week, Saudi Arabia has kicked out of the Canadian ambassador. Okay, recalled its ambassador from Canada. Okay, suspended new trade and investment with Canada. So here you can see the trade work come now. Here all the students mainly who are started in Canada, scholarship students in Canada or to other countries. Okay, began to transfer to also these patients out of Canadian hospitals. Okay, started selling of its Canadian assets. Okay, Canada direct flight to Toronto by Southeast State Airlines cancelled. Okay, cancelled direct flights. Okay, between Toronto and Southeast State Airlines. Saudi and Canada started over a tweet. The fight started last week when Amnesty International learned the Saudi government had arrested several female human rights activists. Okay, so they are arrested by Saudi's government. So female activities mainly. So here you can see one was Samar Badwai. So she an acclaimed activist. Okay, activist herself. She is also a sister of Raif Badawi. a blogger who has been imprisoned in Saudi Arabia, since 2012, and subjected to public flogging. So here you can see here mainly Samar Badwa is the important person. So who was arrested by the Saudi government. Okay, so then it's happened. So she's also sister of Reps Badawi, a blogger who has been imprisoned in Saudi since 2012 and subjected to public flogging. Raif Badawi's wife, and their three children fled to Quebec in 2015 and have since become Canadian citizens. They are before they also now they are also in Saudi Arabia, but now they are also in Canadian citizens. So this then they also arrested. Okay, so they are this people, they are this government. Okay. On Thursday, Canada's foreign minister, okay, here you can see Canadian foreign minister C. Freeland, okay, tweeted she was very alarmed to learn a Samar Badawi's arrest. Okay, adding Canada stands together with the Badawi family in this difficult time. Okay, so here and we continue to strongly call for the release of both Raif and Samar Badawi. The next day, Canada's foreign minister issued a tweet calling on Saudi Arabia to immediately release Samar Badawi as well as all other peaceful human rights activists. Then what happened? That royally biased of the Saudi government in a series of tweets of Sunday, Saudi's foreign minister slammed Canada's statement as an overt and blatant interference in the internal affairs of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The fight just escalated from there on Saudi's side at least. So then it's happened. Okay, so it has started from tweets. Okay, Twitter's social media platform. Okay, so here you can see total population. If you see total population of Canada, here you can see total population. Okay, it is population structure of Canada, and if you see the total population and the middle age population of Canada, then we can see for 40 years people when the present age 2018. Okay, and in 2030 it is expected that their population age 45 years. Okay, it is very old. Their older population you can see after. Okay, total population here in 2011 and population by province. Ontario has have highest population. Okay, so 38% people lives on there. Okay, so population growth rate 2011 and 2016, 11 to 16 here. Population growth rate and different province. Okay, and here you can see growth rate for different province growth rate population. So all about here is some facts of Canada. Canada is official name is Canada. Here its capital Ottawa. Okay, and total area obviously it is the second largest country of the world. And here its area you can see it's very huge area. Okay, and population if you see population 33 million people live on there. Okay, 33 million. Okay, so 3.3 crore people. Native languages English and French. Head of the state, Queen Elizabeth II, represented by Governor General. Okay, and form of governor, constitutional monarchy, and longest river here is Mackenzie. Okay, Mackenzie, highest point Mount Lagoon. Okay, national holiday Canada Day. Okay, 1st July, and money basic unit Canadian dollar. Okay, and national symbols middle leaf and Weber. Okay, and you can see in Canada's town. Okay, it is development. It is mainly developed country. Okay, it is come under developed countries category. Population projection. If you see in a high growth scenario, here you can see here population growth rate. You can see in present time. I think 3.6 million people lives on Canada. Okay, in Canada. Okay, to 2021, it is 33.9 crore. Mainly 4 crore people lived in Canada. Canada ranks 38th rank in terms of population, total population, when having second largest land mass. second largest landmass, and so the vast majority of the country is sparsely inhabited. Okay, so here you can see its population south of the 55th parallel north. Okay, Canada's largest population centers are Toronto, Montreal, okay, Vancouver, okay, and some of the Ottawa. Okay, with these six being the most, or the only ones with more than the 1 million people. Okay, as of the 2016 census. Okay, the economy of Canada is the highly developed mixed economy. Okay, with 10th largest GDP by nominal. Okay, and 17th largest GDP by PIB in the world. So it is in their economy mainly dominated by the service sector, service industry, industrial sector. Okay, and natural resources obviously have a very high amount. Okay, it is estimated that 33.2 trillion USD in 2016. Okay, and it has the world's third largest proven petroleum reserves. Okay, and is the fourth largest exporter of petroleum. It is also the fourth largest exporter of natural gas. Okay, Canada is the considered as energy superpower. Okay, Canada is the energy superpower. Okay, so you can say. Okay, Canada mainly among the developed countries. Okay, importance of the primary sector. Okay, with the logging and oil industries. Okay, they have important priority sectors. Okay, and here is central Canada. Here you can see manufacturing hub, manufacturing sector, automobile industry. You can see aircraft industry. We can see, and here we see with the world's longest coastline. You can see have in Canada. Canada has the eighth largest commercial fishing and seafood industry in the world. Canada is one of the global leaders and the entertainment software industry. And it is a member of it is member of APEC, NAFTA, G7, G20, OECD, and WTO. So it is very important. So Toronto Dominion Center in Toronto. Okay, Toronto Dominion Service Sector it is well. Okay? Very high building it is. Toronto Dominion Center here and Toronto here manufacturing sector if you see okay, here Bombardier Aerospace is the third largest manufacturer of the commercial aircraft in the world. Okay, pictures here you can see CRN 900 airplane. Okay, Scandinavian airplane. It built in Canada. Okay, so you can see their manufacturing sector. Okay, and here you can see in energy sector here gold and other some petroleum oils. All I have now cars produced by them. Okay, the year was 2022, A2020. Okay, A220 is built by Canada, built in Canada. Okay, and was developed. Okay, and was developed by the Bombardier Aerospace. So you can see, and here you can free trade agreement in force, come in force. Here free trade agreement with Canada, USA, okay, Peru, Chile. You can see here all European Union countries, okay, come under their free trade agreements. Okay, and here you can see Canada's growth now increase slowly. Okay, their growth, their total GDP here you can see 1.6 trillion, I think. Okay, so here you can see very highly it is increased. So far, and there is natural place you can see very beautiful natural places you can see. Okay, so here you can see some of the important riverside cities. Okay, there mainly is Canada's important things, and here you can see. Okay, their culture. Okay, so they are mainly Christian. They are mainly Christian. Many people are Christian. Okay, so all about Canada, and it's their national flag. So Canada's national flag. So I think the diplomatic crisis is happening now. So it is very bad for all of the world. If it is not be as solved, then I think it will come to very big problem to all the these two countries. Okay? So it's happening. It's hampered their economic growth and their all the diplomatic relations and other something problem. It will be happening. So I think if it's not to solve, and if our countries are also not to come and they also not to, if they are not to solve, then I think it will hamper the world's economy. Okay. So thank you, friends. Subscribe, please.